Welcome once again to Commander by Idan. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Daniel. Huge thanks to Daniel and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Daniel reached out asking for a burn deck led by Imodane the Pyrohammer, and he wanted the deck to be high power with a budget close to $1,000. But before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Imodane the Pyrohammer is a 4-mana 4/4 legendary human knight. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell that targets only a single creature deals damage to that creature, Imodane the Pyrohammer deals that much damage to each opponent. Okay, pretty straightforward. Bolt the bird, bolt each opponent in the face. But in Commander, each opponent has 40 life. If only there were a way to increase damage we dealt. And what do we do if our opponents don't have enough creatures for us to bolt? But we'll need more than just burn and damage increasing effects. We'll want a fully functional commander deck. And for that, we turn to our handy dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. As I'm sure you've heard by now, this channel is sponsored by Ultima Guard. One of my favorite products Ultima Guard has is their Xenoskin Sidewinder. The Sidewinder has a soft microfiber lining as well as the rugged Xenoskin shell we've all come to love. While the Sidewinder isn't a new product, they are now available in the beautiful two-tone Synergy series, like this black-green one seen here. Find it if your local game store carries Ultima Guard products, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. One more thing before we get started. I've been streaming Final Fantasy XIV over on my other channel, Musings by Idan. If you want to pop in and ask some questions, chat about Commander, or just hang out, you're more than welcome to. For right now, the schedule is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays in the evening. 32 mountains and a war room. Pretty straightforward mana base. Mana Crypt, Jeweled Lotus, Box Amber, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Fire Diamond, Solemn Simulacrum, Ruby Medallion, Primal Amulet, Throne of Eldraine, Pyromancer's Goggles, Dockside Extortionist, Koth Fire of Resistance, Mana Geyser, and Seething Song help us to ramp and stay ahead of the curve. Jeska's Will, Underworld Breach, Virtue of Courage, Jaya Ballard, Magus of the Wheel, Wheel of Misfortune, Thrill of Possibility, Big Score, Unexpected Windfall, Light Up the Stage, Seize the Spoils, Reforge the Soul, and Endless Atlas all help us to dig through our deck and refill our hands. Lightning Bolt, Lightning Strike, Stone Splitter Bolt, Shivan Meteor, Flame Slash, Lightning Axe, Spitting Earth, Electrodominance, Fire Prophecy, Abrade, Cathartic Pyre, Deflecting Swat, Bolt Bend, Tybalt's Trickery, and Wild Magic Surge help us to keep our opponents in line and burn away the competition. Blasphemous Act, and Magma Quake. I wanted a way to take out Planeswalkers as well. Fiery Emancipation, City on Fire, Dictate of the Twin Gods, Furnace of Wrath, Angrath's Marauders, Radiant Performer, Radiate, Storm King's Thunder, Display of Power, Increasing Vengeance, Mizzix Mastery, and Insult Injury all help us to increase the damage of our spells. But what if our opponents don't have any creatures? For that, we have Zada Hedron Grinder, Brash Taunter, Darksteel Mirror, Hazaret the Fervent, Creepy Doll, Darksteel Juggernaut, Stuffy Doll, Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger, and Ulamog the Infinite Gyre all help to fix that problem. Now that we have our deck list, we can compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources split between 33 lands and 17 pieces of ramp, right on target. 13 pieces of card advantage. 15 pieces of interaction. 2 board wipes. No graveyard hate. 1 Sudden I Win card in Mizzix Mastery. If you're not sure how Mizzix Mastery is the Sudden I Win card of this deck, allow me to explain. If you cast Mizzix Mastery, you exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard, copy it, and cast the copy without paying its mana cost. If you overload it, you exile all instants and sorceries from your graveyard, copy them, and cast them without paying their mana cost. Which means every burn spell, card advantage spell, and copy spell that we've already cast in the process of taking down our opponents gets cast again all at once. Well, one at a time, we do have the stack to worry about. Also, the way damage doubling works means that if we have a Furnace of Wrath on board, and we cast Lightning Bolt at one of our indestructible creatures, say Darksteel Mirror, it deals 6 damage. But Imodane's damage is a separate source, so her damage would also be doubled. Therefore, each opponent would take 12 damage, all from 1 Lightning Bolt. And if it's a Fiery Emancipation, each opponent would take 27 damage. Hooray for exponential growth. Do you have an Imodane the Pyrohammer deck? What about a burn deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. I also want to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Alex, Daniel, Steve, Alex, Cookie, Borgie, Jake, Exiled Rogue, Manassas, Nazwin, Oolong, Pedro, and Aranor. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musics by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.